You've been taught that celebrating your success is a good thing, that sharing your wins inspires people and builds momentum. What if I told you that's a dangerous lie? According to an ancient mystical teaching, it's one of the core reasons so many people who get a taste of fortune just can't seem to hold on to it. There's a spiritual principle known to Jewish mystics for centuries that is said to be activated when you share specific kinds of good news. A revered rabbi once warned that this single act of openness can invite an energy of envy so powerful, it creates a spiritual leak that allows your good fortune to drain away. What I'm about to share might make you uncomfortable. I'm revealing that ancient warning. Section 1. The problem and the agitation, the hidden drain on your life. Have you ever felt it? That feeling of finally getting ahead, only to be knocked right back to where you started. A business deal looks like a sure thing, then evaporates overnight. You get an unexpected financial windfall, and suddenly a string of costly emergencies eats it all up. You finally feel like you can breathe, and then the floor drops out from under you. You work hard, you pray, you try to be a good person, yet your blessings feel slippery, like they can't find solid ground in your life. What if this isn't just bad luck? What if it's not a punishment or a sign you aren't worthy? In Kabbalah, there's a concept known as ayin hara, the evil eye. Before you dismiss this as old-world superstition, understand that the ancient masters saw this less as a magical curse and more as a spiritual principle, almost like a law of nature. Ayin hara is the destructive energy created by pure human envy. When someone looks at your success with a heart full of jealousy, that ayin hara is believed to create a profound spiritual imbalance. According to this teaching, your blessings are a form of concentrated divine energy, a flow of abundance called shefa. Envy, on the other hand, is a concentrated energy of lack. When the energy of lack is aimed at your abundance, it can create a vulnerability in your spiritual container. The blessing which was meant to take root now has an escape route. This is the mystical explanation for why a new opportunity withers, why money vanishes, and why a celebration is so often followed by a setback. You didn't just share your good news. You may have unknowingly exposed your blessing to a hostile spiritual environment. The problem isn't the world, it's the invisible hole in your pocket. Section 2. The revelation. The ancient secret unveiled. So how do you patch this spiritual hole? Here's the secret that Jewish mystics have pointed to for millennia. Your mouth is the gatekeeper of your blessings, and your pride is the key that can unlock that gate for destructive energies to enter. There's a story in the Book of Kings that serves as the ultimate warning. King Hezekiah was a righteous king who became gravely ill. He prayed, and miraculously, his life was spared. Soon after, envoys from Babylon came to congratulate him. Filled with pride and relief, Hezekiah made a fatal mistake. He gave them a grand tour of his entire kingdom, showing them everything. He opened his armories and his vaults, displaying all his gold, silver, and precious treasures. When the prophet Isaiah heard this, he confronted the king with a chilling question. What have they seen in your house? Hezekiah answered proudly, There is nothing among my treasuries that I have not shown them. Isaiah's response was a prophecy of doom. Everything Hezekiah had displayed, everything he had exposed out of pride, would one day be carried off to Babylon. His act of showing off didn't just reveal his wealth. Think about Joseph in Genesis too. As a young man, he had powerful dreams about his future success. What did he do? He immediately ran and told his brothers. The result wasn't admiration. It was intense envy that led them to throw him in a pit and sell him into slavery. The principle is this: a blessing is like a seed. When you first receive it, it's fragile. It needs to be kept in the dark, nurtured, and allowed to grow deep roots. When you run to announce it to the world, it's like yanking that seed out of the soil to show everyone. Section 3. The solution. The 3 sacred things you should reconsider sharing. This ancient wisdom can be distilled into a practical framework for our modern lives. Think of it as 3 sacred areas to guard with your words. First, guard your unfinished successes and major displays of wealth. This is the lesson from Joseph and Hezekiah. Don't announce the promotion until the contract is signed. Think twice before posting pictures of the new car, the expensive watch, or the lavish vacation. When a blessing is new and still forming, guard it with your silence. Let the deal close. Let the money settle. Let the success become an established fact before you even consider mentioning it. Even then, discretion is key. It's said the wealthiest families have historically been almost invisible for this very reason. What people don't see, they can't envy. Second, avoid taking full credit for your success. This can be a critical mistake. When someone praises your achievement and you reply with just "thank you, I worked hard for it," you make yourself the sole target for any envy in their heart. There's a simple yet profoundly powerful spiritual shield taught by the sages. When praised, deflect the credit upward. Instead of just "thank you," try saying, "God has been good to me," or "I'm so grateful for the blessings I've received." Nobody is jealous of God. When you give credit to the Creator, you place your success under divine protection. The blessing is no longer just attached to you, it's attached to the infinite source that no envy can touch. This isn't false modesty, it's a strategic act of spiritual self-preservation. Third, protect your private family victories. A rabbi once used a powerful metaphor for this. He said that the peace and intimacy of your home, your marriage, the harmony between your children, is your personal Kodesh HaKodashim, your Holy of Holies. In the ancient temple, the Holy of Holies was the inner sanctuary, so sacred that only the high priest could enter, and only once a year. You should treat your family life with that same level of sanctity. When you boast about your spouse or your children's every achievement to anyone who will listen, you risk tearing down the walls of that sacred space. You can allow the chaotic, often envious energy of the outside world to pollute the very foundation of your life. Guard your home with the same ferocity you would guard a temple. Section 4. The formula: how to apply the secret daily. This isn't just about staying silent. It's about actively building a spiritual fortress around your life. True wealth protection is a daily practice. First, you must practice tzedakah, or charity. This is the great paradox of wealth. To protect what you have, you must quietly give a portion of it away, so that you will become wealthy. Giving away a portion of your income isn't an expense, it's a spiritual declaration. It tells the universe that you are a channel for abundance, not a dead end. It demonstrates faith over fear and signals that you can be trusted with more. Second, end every day with a ritual of silent gratitude. Before you sleep, instead of focusing on what went wrong, take a moment. Think of 3 things that went right, no matter how small. Then, hold a vision for tomorrow, as if your prayers have already been answered. This practice shifts your entire mindset from scarcity to abundance, sealing your blessings from the corrosive effects of negativity and fear. Finally, learn to bless others. When you see someone else's success and feel that familiar, ugly pang of jealousy, stop. Don't let that thought take root. Immediately in your heart or under your breath, say, "May God bless them with even more, and may He bless me also." This powerful act transmutes the poison of envy into a prayer for shared blessing. You align yourself with the flow of abundance, rather than standing against it. So the secret is out. Your mouth is the gatekeeper of your fortune. Your words can either be the seal that protects your blessings, or the key that unlocks the door for them to drain away. Guard your unfinished victories, deflect the credit for your success, and protect the sacred sanctity of your home. Don't be one of the many who let their blessings slip through their fingers because their words left the gate wide open. By writing this, you're making an energetic commitment to this new way of living. Share this video with only 3 people you trust, 3 people who are ready to protect what is rightfully theirs. And subscribe for more ancient wisdom to help you unlock the abundant life you were always meant to live.